This is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Monday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker in beautiful New Jersey and cross-continent to Beverly Hills, California. It's Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network as the New Jersey Devils marched into Madison Square Garden tonight, took over the building, the fans, the Devils fans cheering along, wooing along, just chanting, "Let's go Devils," as if they owned the place. But boy, Scotty, I have news for all those New Yorkers. I have news for all those New York Rangers fans. It's a new era. Get used to it. We own New York City.
Okay. Sam Wu is pumped up, and every Devils fan should be pumped up as well. Big victory here for the New Jersey Hockey Devils, taking game one of the season series from the arch rival New York Rags over there in the dump known as Madison Square Garden. And I see everyone piling in to the old YouTube page. We got Michael Hunal, Michael Descala, Ramona. Ramona's in a happy mood. You know things are going good when Ramona is in a happy mood over here. Corbin, Tom, I think I saw you on the TV broadcast yesterday, by the way. Oh my goodness is back in town. Look at that. We haven't seen Oh My in quite some time. Max and Donald. And thank you, yes. Chico Resch with the quote of the evening. Not even enough fans left to boo their team. Oh, you know, Chico and Dano were loving every second of that. Unfortunately for me, over here in Los Angeles, this was a NHL Network game. So I was treated to Sam Rosen and Micheletti through the entire broadcast. So I didn't even get to hear all the glory from Dano and Chico on the regular Jersey Devils broadcast. Although I will say Sam Rosen, it's going to be his final year and everything like that. Jack Hughes gave him a little good wishes and everything like that. He mispronounced every name in the book this evening. I think it was Stefan Nason, not Stefan Nason. We had Akira Smith, who the Devils traded for Paul Cotter. That's Akira Smith, by the way. I'm not even sure how to pronounce this dude's name. Nathan Legari. Rosen had a different name. He said it differently every single time he touched the puck tonight. So it was something else there.
Just call him LaGuardia.
LaGuardia? Yeah. Okay. Legare. Well, I think it's Legare. I think that's how you say it. Legare. He's French. He's up there from Montreal.
Sorry,
Legare.
The other broadcast had the MSG broadcast had Chris Creeder. Chris
Creeder? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. And there's Eddie. Yep, down there in Tennessee. You know what I'm talking about. Liam, as a Rangers fan, I remember I told you last year not to fret. Well, you know what? Watching this game, before we get into the whole recap, I will say, I was just assuming most Ranger fans were being Ranger fans when talking about this team, but now really watching this game, I see what they were talking about. The Rangers right now, they have no structure. They were just all over the place, leaving lanes open for these Devils to fly through, which they took advantage of all night long. And trust me, as Devils fans, we know what it's like not to have the defensive structure. But man, I can really see. I thought Ranger fans kind of known for maybe over exaggerating things, blowing things out of proportion. But I kind of see what they're saying with that team. There wasn't a lot of fight tonight. And yeah, that defensive structure was not looking too good. And I know Sam Wu is going to have some comments about this a little later on when we check in with him. But let's get to the recap right now. Let's get through the recap and do it to it. Talk about game number 28 on the year. That's right. The first matchup between the Rangers and the Devils on the season. That's a big divisional matchup. No Rempe, no Big Mac in the lineup. So was assuming things would be a little bit more calmer out there on the ice. The Rangers, they're struggling. And now you can really see it. The Devils special teams, have been dominating. Number one in the league right now in the old power play. So we'll see if that has anything to do with the outcome of this game. Spoiler alert, it did. Let's start out in the first period, and it didn't take long for the Devils to get on the board and expose some of those holes that the Rangers had. And by the way, I will say this. Listening to, Rosen and Micheletti on the broadcast, you could almost hear obviously they want the Rangers to do well, but you could almost hear the, I would say sort of, jealousy of how well the Devils have been playing. And I don't know if I've ever heard them so complimentary about a Devils team. Like, Jesper Bratt's an amazing player. Look at him over here. Brett Pesce is unreal. Look at him right where he's supposed to be in the zone. Man, the Rangers could really use something like that. There was a lot of that going on throughout the game. But like I said, now I kind of see what our boy Billy Dean from Hockey on Tap and a lot of other Ranger fans have been talking about. They're out of sorts, and they still have a lot of really good players. It's not like they had a complete overhaul of this team. So it's kind of odd that they are playing. That they're struggling now. Don't forget, it's a long season. But it didn't take the Devils long to expose some of those defensive holes over there. A minute 27 in. That's right. The second shot of the game goes in for your man, the 4-point man tonight, Jesper Bratt. He gets his 12th of the year, putting it past Shesterkin, and this one starts out with our man, Kovechkin, in the defensive zone, making a good play. The Rangers are trying to transition and rush up the ice here. And Kovechkin just slaps that puck away. Just slaps it right away. And it goes over to Palat, who has a great outlet pass up to Jesper Bratt. And now you got a 2-on-1. Jack and Jesper going the other way. And Jesper Bratt, did he even look at Shesterkin that entire time? His eyes were on Jack Hughes that entire time up the ice. And I can't remember who it was. Was it Adam Fox? I don't remember which Rangers defenseman was back, but he actually played pretty good. He took away the pass completely, and it's just like, Jesper, you're not going to be able to pass that across. But he was just deking Shesterkin that whole time. He knew he was going to shoot, and he let that bad boy rip, and he put it right past Shesterkin, low near side. I think he was waiting for that pass across to Jack Hughes, because Jesper Bratt, I swear, he was just skating like this the entire time, just looking, stick handling, like nothing's nothing. Boom, I'm going to shoot. Unreal by Jesper Bratt over there. Superstar shot. Puts the Devils up 1-0. Like we said, second shot of the game, a minute 27 in. And then Dawson Mercer says, well, hey guys, why don't you buy me a beer if I score against the Rangers? I'm like 20-3 now. I'm past the cutoff age. How about you buy me an A-Crew brew so we can make winning memories together, like Sam Wu says? Well, Dawson Mercer, I will buy you a 6-pack because you got your 6th goal of the year at 7:10 of the first period, and our man Lou Luke. 2 points on the night for him. Luke Hughes brings the puck into the zone after making a defensive play to stop the Rangers' transition game. And then Luke is all over the place over there. He's kind of looping around. And then he has a shot attempt that doesn't go all the way through. Mercer picks the puck up, and it was kind of like the Rangers were standing around watching him because he just skated almost like a basketball, kind of the like the free throw box. He just skated this little loop, this little angle right there in the high center slot, and then Mercer was just like, "F it, I'm gonna throw this bad boy right at net," and he fools Shesterkin, who I think it seemed like he was looking high in the shot. And again, like Jesper Bratt, Dawson Mercer goes low. He goes low, back to that opposite near side. It hits Shesterkin in the ankle, and boop, trickles right in between his legs. Into the net for Dawson Mercer's 6th goal of the year. Luke gets his 7th assist at 7:10 of the first. Devils up 2-0 over there. And then Jack Hughes had a breakaway. Maybe one too many moves. Shesterkin got the leg on the ice, and Jack couldn't put that backhand around the skate or up over the leg pad. Devils go on to the PK. Brad had a breakaway. Oh, misses the net. Just misses the net on a backhand. And then on that power play, Brett, what am I, a clown? What am I, funny to you? Pesce? Three massive blocks. The shot blocking machine that is Brett Pesce showed up once again on that penalty kill. He blocks the first one. It breaks his stick. And then I think it was Kreider, after there was Zibanejad, winds up and lets a blast go. He blocks it with his knee. And now he's kind of hobbling around like, oh, man. Oh, Brett, I hope you're not hurt. Oh, don't worry. Because someone gives him his stick, and then he blocks a third shot. And in between that, Eric Holla had a big block too. And then guess who goes behind the net to work the puck around the boards and up for a Devils clear? Yeah, that's right. Brett Pesce. What am I, funny? What am I, a clown to you? What makes it funny when I say it? What makes it so funny when I say it? I left out a little bit of the dialogue there from Goodfellas because we try to keep this PG or PG-13 at least on this podcast. But Brett Pesce, man, and that's one that you could hear Joe Micheletti on that broadcast. He was just like, what a pickup Brett Pesce was for these Devils. And us Devils fans, we know it, but the teams around the league are seeing what a lethal combo Pesce and Luke is turning out to be, and the influence Brett Pesce is having on Luke Hughes. It is just, you cannot put a price on that. This is going to pay dividends for Luke Hughes and his growth and becoming, he's going to be a top tier NHL defenseman. And he's got the size. He's got the offensive skills like Quinn and Jack, but Luke has also got the size. He muscles up a little bit. Whew. Look out. Look out. 2-0 Devils going into the second period. And they were still getting some really good chances over here. Jack Hughes down low, puts a shot on Shesterkin. It pops up in the air, and Palat making like he's Mike Piazza, taking a baseball swing at the puck. He gets it, and then the puck bounces off the crossbar and out. Whew! Devils go on the PK again. Markstrom, 2 huge saves on Trocheck, 1 on a deflection. There was kind of like one of those shot passes. Trocheck tips it, and it was weird because the pass, the shot was kind of like medium low height, and Trocheck tips it, and you think it's going to go up, but it actually goes straight down and then bounces up, which was a really tricky shot. And Markstrom gets it with the glove, and then right after that, in that same shift, because the puck popped out of Markstrom's glove, On that same shift, Trocheck gets another chance right in the center slot. Markstrom goes down, and he makes the leg save right there to keep it 2-0. But then we go back on to the power play. And we have Jesper Bratt hitting the post. It's the post. On a setup, I think it was Stefan Nason, cross-ice pass. Jesper Bratt hits the post. And then, what were they calling him? Kreider? Chris Kreider? Oh, boy. Chris Kreider. Making like, and Devils fans will remember. Remember Kovalchuk on that one shootout attempt? His first season with the Devils? And the puck just rolled off his stick during the shootout, and he just like skated away with his head down. Oh, Kreider, a 2-0. 2-0, skating alone. And the puck rolls off his heel. He got he spun and got like a little bit of a backhand shot, but I mean, it wasn't really nothing. Markstrom made that up. But oh boy. Oh boy. That was something. And then Adam Fox takes a hooking call. Was it interference or hooking? I think it was a hooking call. And the Devils now, the lethal Devils PP is out there 5-on-3. And you know what's going to... Oh, what is that? Okay, I do. I have Mrs. Wu in my ear right now, and she's letting me know that we need to go to the bunker, to the dungeon, for a Let's Go Devils podcast game update. Let's go to the Devils After Dark studio with the king of the football calls himself, Sam. By God. Woo!
This game update is brought to you by Crew Brew. Crew Brew, where we make winning memories together, one crew at a time. Devils, Rangers, at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous train station. All aboard! Ha 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 ha! Devils! At the Rangers' 35-yard line, Dougie Hamilton out to kick a field goal. The puck is snapped by Hughes. Bratt holds, bobbles, gives it to Hamilton. What? He drop kicks. It is high. It is far. It is good. Dead red. Dead red. Oh my God, dead red! Devils take a 3-0 lead. Mayor Adams, get that wrecking ball and smash Madison Square Garden into pieces. Are you ready, New Jersey? Woo!
Wow. Very nicely done. The world's most famous train station.
Yeah, first
Love it.
drop kick field goal since Doug Flutie.
Okay. Oh, look at you with the reference right there.
Yeah, the Doug and Doug.
The Dougie and Dougie. That's how we got the football calls for Dougie Hamilton was Dougie Flutie Flakes. That's right, man. Woo! Sam, I'd always loved the helmet. Always loved that helmet.
It's always a fan favorite.
It's a fan favorite. I'm still waiting for it one day to crack. But hey, right now it works. And then when Sam goes Sammy the Woo Heenan and adds the neck brace as well, I mean, that's just double trouble right there. But yes, Dougie continues to heat up. I remember there was a lot of people that said too, hey, pec injuries coming back from. Yeah, people are usually not the same. Don't expect a lot from Dougie Hamilton. If you remember, in our preseason predictions, we did over-under 60 points for Dougie. This guy had the over. had the over. Dougie Hamilton is heading in the right direction over here. Power play goal, PPG, for the top-ranked power play in the NHL. That is the New Jersey Devils. At 9:04 of the second period, they go up 3-0. And this was Jack Hughes making it happen. Down low, puts a pass across the center side. Looked like he was actually trying to pass it to Nason, but Steph was like just a hair, maybe a little bit going the wrong direction. He looked like he stuck his stick out. It goes right through Nason, and lo and behold, there's a Dougie waiting for that puck, and he slaps it home. That one fooled you, Shesterkin. Not down low, up high. For his 5th of the year, Jack gets his 22nd assist. Jesper gets his 21st. PPG 3-0 for the Devils. And they are having a Pantera-esque domination of these New York Rangers. But then Jack says, all right, assists are nice. Assists are nice. But I'm known for scoring against the Rangers. Remember when I threw my stick into the crowd? Remember, I like to score against Shesterkin. That's what I do. So about 3 minutes later, Jack Hughes says, I got this. Brother Luke, feed me. I'm going to take care of it. And that's exactly what happens here. We got Jesper Bratt giving the puck over to Luke Hughes. Gets in the zone. You got a long shot from the point. From Luke, Jack just scoops up that rebound, does a little spin-a-rooney, and he literally had about a 3-inch slot to get that puck between Shesterkin's skate and the post. And that's all Jack Hughes needs. Right there. Boom! And in. Slid it right on the ice. For his 10th goal of the year at 12:38 of the second period. 4-0 Devils. And what do I hear there? Do I hear the Let's Go Devils chants throughout Madison Square Garden? Do I hear some Igor chants at Madison Square Garden? Oh, you bet your sweet ass we did. Because this Devils team is not the team that got swept by the Rangers last year. They're hungry. They're feisty. They're ready to play. And they got a coach who knows how to put them in the best positions to win. And a system that really works for them. 4-0 Devils. And then old Kreider, well, he got the Rangers on the board. It wasn't a shutout. It's a power play goal for the Rangers as well. And this one was some puck luck for Kreider over there. So, before he had the breakaway, the 2-on-0 breakaway, and the puck goes off the heel of his stick, he doesn't even get a shot away until afterwards. This one, Kreider gets a pass down low. He's parked in front to the side of the net. That's his spot there on the power play. And he kind of tips it over to Zibanejad for a nice pass. But what happens is the puck, now you get Markstrom going the opposite way, but the puck actually kicks right back to Chris Kreider. He's got a wide open net, and he's not going to miss from right there. So a power play goal for Kreider, his 10th of the year at 13:29 of the second period. 4-1 Devils. And then another Devils power play. Markstrom, big leg save on Zibanejad, who had a shorthanded break. Then we get a 4-on-4 action. Dowling tripped up Cooley, but Cooley gets called for embellishment. And I will say, even as a Devils fan, that was a tough call there on those officials with the embellishment. I don't know if I completely, if it was the other way, I'd be screaming and yelling as well. If it was Dowling that was getting called for an embellishment on that particular play. Either way, that's the way they went. We got some 4-on-4 action, and then about 50 to 40 seconds into it, Kreider takes an interference call on Jack Hughes. So now you got a 4-on-3 power play, okay, with the best power play in the league for the Devils. That's a lot of open space out there on the ice, but Jack Hughes is like, I don't need that time. I don't need it. Just give me the puck. And I'm sorry. What was that? Again? Well, I've just been informed in my ear by Mrs. Wu that we need to go back to the Let's Go Devils podcast studios for another Devils After Dark game update with the king, the master, the legend of the football call, Sam by God. Woo!
This game update is brought to you by And Crew Brew. And Crew Brew, where we make winning memories together, one crew at a time. Back at that dump called Madison Square Garden, Devils have a 4-1 lead. Devils driving in the red zone. Bratt snaps the puck back to Hamilton. He drops back to pass. He finds Jack Hughes in the end zone. Touchdown, Devils! Touchdown, Devils! Do you believe it? It's Jack Hughes. He throws the ball into the Madison Square Garden crowd, and the Devils fans are going wild. The Rangers season is starting to look bleak. The ship is about to sink in New York. It is going down. It is going down. It's not behind the barn. It's going down in the Atlantic, down in the Metropolitan Division. I'm never gonna let you go, Jack. Iceberg right ahead. Are you ready, New Jersey?
Wow. Iceberg right ahead. Woo! An iceberg by the name of Jack Hughes, my friend. That's right. Taking out those Rangers. Wow. Another incredible football call there by the one Sam Wu. That helmet squeezes out the ideas. Because I know
it really
Sam
does. I should wear this at work, you know.
You really should. You really should.
I know.
Before we started the show, Sam's like, so we got one football call. It's like, oh no, buddy, we got two. He's like, oh boy. He's like, I don't have anything prepared for a second one. He's like, I'll think of something. And you come up with the iceberg. Wow. Now that's on the fly right there. That's a line change on the fly by the great Sam Wu, football call style. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Very nicely done. Sam will gladly take any super chats for that one. And I think he deserves it. For the Titanic iceberg over there. Yes, a PPG power play goal for your New Jersey Hockey Devils, who have the best power play in the league. I keep saying that, but you know what? It sounds so good, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound so good to keep saying that? The top power play in the league. Numero uno, my friend. And Jack Hughes doesn't waste a lot of time. This is right off the draw. Dougie to Jesper, over to Jack, and he's just like, see my buddy Nico there. He's kind of parked right in front of Sturkin. He can't see Jack all. Should we do the Bruce Campbell Army of Darkness? You can't see about two things, Jack and shit, and Jack left town. And he left town to go back to Jersey as a big winner, because Shesterkin, he don't even have a chance on it. Nico with a perfect screen, Shesterkin can't even make a play on it because he doesn't even see by the time he sees it, the puck is in the back of the net. Rocket shot, great screen, 4-on-3. Devils are deadly on that PP. 5-1 New Jersey Devils. That was at 18:56 of the second period. So a nice momentum killer if the Rangers were even thinking about trying to make a comeback after that Kreider goal. In the third, seemed like both teams kind of knocked it down a notch, put it a little bit into neutral. Game was kind of set, match done and over. 5-1 Devils. They win the first of 4 against the Cross River rivals. Jesper Bratt, 4 points. Jack Hughes, 3 points. Jacob Markstrom, 39 saves on the evening. And Luke, you underestimate my power, 2 points on the night. Shots on goal for the Rangers, 12, 18, 9. Oh, I'm sorry, 38 saves. I thought they said 40. Whatever. 12, 18, 9 for a total of 39 shots on goal. So that's 38 saves for one Jacob Markstrom. Devils 7-18 in the second. That second period, man. They have been dominant. And only 2 in the third. Didn't matter, like I said. They kind of like put it into neutral gear there. They didn't let the Rangers, get like some crazy advantages and a bunch of momentum or anything like that. But they just kind of defended, stuck around. Didn't really need to do that much else when you're already winning 5-1 after the second. A total of 27 shots right there. Devils actually lose the face-off battle tonight by a wide margin, which is odd. 36-25. Power plays, Devils 2 for 4. Rangers 1 for 4. Devils actually, they got out hit by 1. 24 hits for the Devils, 25 for the Rangers. But here's the big one. Here's the big one for the night. 28 block shots for the Devils. It's a 5-1 Devils victory. And every Devils fan is feeling pretty damn good right about now. I want to hear what you think about it on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and X. Right now we're going to check in to get his comments. It's Sam Wu.
Scotty, I still have my voice. It's good.
I was going to say, I mean, that seemed like a UTI just waiting to happen right there. And by the way, if you're a first-time listener, a UTI here on the Devils After Dark program is an upper throat injury, which happens quite often when we're yelling and screaming. I think the initial UTI was the Rangers' old yeller. That yes. Might have been the initial, the first time Sam got a UTI. Oh, Max! There we go, Max with the super chat. Woo! But yeah, Sam, let's hear from you. What'd you think about this game tonight?
Disregard all my comments last night, or maybe the NHL was listening because I predicted that the refs would hose the Devils.
Okay,
but instead, the embellishment call, it could have gone either way. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if that happened to the Devils, I would have been pissed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that was a makeup call for the last 5 games that the Devils had to endure, to be honest with you.
Could be.
And it was worth every penny. Markstrom was on fire tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He was not going to give the Rangers any kind of window to score. The Rangers only got 1 past them, and off of a rebound. So I think that Scotty, number one, you hit it right in the head that the Rangers have no structure right now. Peter Laviolette, that window. They brought him in because they were in a win now mentality, and last season they couldn't even get over the hump, and that was their real big chance, and to follow up, it's not working right now for the New York Rangers,
no,
and there's a little panic there. there's all the rumors, all the chaos going on in the media that, Kreider is on the block. All these players are on the block. And Chris Drury's not happy with what's going on over there. Shesterkin looked human tonight.
He did.
Jack Hughes kept on firing. But also remember all the blocked shots that Pesce had to endure.
Those three on the penalty kill in a row.
But those are game changers. Those are momentum changers. I mean, you're going into Madison Square Garden, and the Ranger fans had nothing to cheer about. Nothing to cheer about. They shut down the crowd. You know what? I'd rather have the Devils get the crowd to shut up than have a shutout. I mean, the Rangers, if you went to that game and you paid $300 per ticket, I'd be pissed if I were them. And you know what? I'm enjoying every minute of it right now. I am enjoying Shesterkin being human. I'm enjoying Adam Fox not having success. I'm enjoying Kreider. Just his hopes and dreams of being the Rangers captain go away and dissipate because he's going to be traded soon. Trouba, he tried to start something. Devils weren't going to have any of it.
He was a non-factor tonight. He really was.
Yeah.
He had one hit on Mercer, I think. Other than that, I mean, he was invisible for the entire evening.
Yeah, and look, the Devils dominated in their building. So, yeah, they lost to the Capitals. Sucked. But they rebound. And they put a stat up, Scotty, during the game on the Madison Square Garden feed, the MSG Plus feed. And I think they are, probably now 9-2-1 or something after a loss. I forgot what the stat was. Something of that nature. And that's a great sign. I'll tell you a reason why. In the playoffs, if you have a bad loss and you can bounce back and get that win to kind of get back in the series, it's all good. Everything is there's so many positive things you can get out of the game. And all the newbies, all the newcomers that are on this team, like Pesce, Dylan, all the new Nason,
Kovacevic.
Yeah. They brought their A game for a Devils-Rangers game in Madison Square Garden, and they didn't flinch one bit. And same with Markstrom as well. So, and Jack Hughes Jack Hughes is a Ranger killer now. He is sniping again. He looks happy. Luke Hughes, the freaking speed and the afterburners on that kid. He's getting faster and faster and faster. And Tom, you're right. Bratt is a killer also now. Jesper Bratt is just he's getting in there and scoring goals.
Jesper Bratt also credited with 4 blocked shots tonight. 4 blocked shots from Jesper Bratt.
It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Oh, so good.
I mean, when Sheldon Keefe came, there's a new sheriff in town. It's the New Jersey Devils. Think of the metropolitan area teams, the New York Rangers, the New York Islanders, and let's just throw in the Philadelphia Flyers because they're nearby. They don't even compare to the New Jersey Devils right now. They're on a different level, as we're at the 1 quarter mark of the season. And
I'm sorry. Art Nunez says that what's his name from the MSG postgame was so bummed out afterwards. Oh, and we got Stephen Castles from Scotland.
Wow.
From Scotland. Usually I normally don't stay up for the games, but this one was worth it. LGD. all night long. What's up, Steven? All the way from Steven, I'm not in a castle, castles over there in Scotland. All right.
Yeah, I get it, Jerry. It's not the playoffs, but
Jared, do you remember the last time the Devils and Rangers played in the playoffs?
this is a much better Devils team than
This
they
is a
had
much
2 years
better-
ago.
And a much better coach team too. No
Yeah.
offense to Lindy, but the coaching is just, you can see the preparation, and it just looks like the Devils know exactly what they want to do every time they touch the puck. Instead of just, let's look for the home run. Let's look for the home run. The Devils look like Sheldon Keefe has got them prepared for, if you're in this situation, if you're in this situation, or if you're in this situation, this is what you do. And the positioning, this defensive unit that they have, is unreal. Brett Pesce is a monster blocking those shots. I said it during the recap. The impact he is going to have on Luke Hughes is tremendous. Brendan Dillon playing, I know, remember going to the season, we're like, who's going to play with Dougie? What's going to go on? Who's going to play? Dillon and Dougie. Dillon! You son of a bitch. Has been a monster up there on that first pairing as that stay home defensive beast. When Dougie is now Dougie's got his groove back, and you can see the recovery from the injury. He's looking like the old Dougie Hamilton right now, and that shot has not lost any of its money. And that PP1 unit is deadly. And I know I've said this 1,000 times already, but having Nason there and then moving Timo to PP2 has made that just so much better when you have that big sniper force on that second power play unit as well. Man, does Keith had these guys playing good. Uh-oh, Ramona is trolling Ranger fans.
Troll away. I can't wait till tomorrow, Scotty. You know, when you walk into work, you know, and then you're going to wear your Devil's hat and with that big smile, and everybody knows that your team won.
Jesper Bratt, silent assassin. I like it. Little Bubs. Yeah, Tom, and I think it was Teddy over here as well. What's up? And Selecta, yeah, Jesper Bratt. He's all-star ready right now. Man, did they look good tonight. Ranger fans are big mad. Well, you know, it is what it is. Sorry, fellas. But there was some domination, Pantera style, this evening by the hands of the New Jersey Devils. Over there at the world's greatest train station. World's most famous train station, excuse me.
They got to tear it down, Scotty. I can't wait for that day.
Oh, man. Steven Herschel, yes, Pesce is a monster. He is. And we didn't even get to talk about what they're doing with the fourth line. You know, they brought up Hardman and Legare. They sent Bowers back down. They sent Nolan Foote back down. I like this idea. Now that the entire fourth line is injured with Tatar, Lazar, and Bastion, they're kind of just rotating guys in and out. You got Dowling, who's been like the constant there at center, and they're kind of rotating guys in and out. Someone comes in and catches fire, they'll stick around for a little while. But also, I think it's really good that all of these guys are getting some NHL experience as well. So I'm kind of excited to see who else is going to end up coming up and playing before we start getting, Tatar shouldn't be out too long. I don't know where Bastian is at this moment. I believe he's still on IR, so.
Yeah.
But I think he went retroactive, so I'd have to look that up.
I mean, he was in practice.
Michael Descala, the world's most silent arena. That's to go along with Chico. Not enough fans left here to boo the team.
I wish we could get Chico on right now. I would love to hear what he has to say.
Man, that'd be so good. I know him and Dano are just eating this up. And good for them. Good for them. Great game by these New Jersey Devils. They really, like we said, they saw the weakness in the Rangers and they exposed it. And they should be able to see it because this is the way the Devils were playing defense the past 2 years. So they should have been able to identify and attack and destroy. Seek and destroy. Seek and destroy. Just going to do all metal references. Not that I don't do that all the time anyway, but you know.
Oh, you can plug away, Scotty. Where do you do that all the time? Is that Sirius XM Liquid Metal?
That might be.
Yeah,
Yes,
from 4 to 6.
Yeah. From, every Thursdays. Steven, we all live in castles over here. Shout out to NHL 94 and Clerks for making an NGD fan and the 90s. All right. Good old Kevin Smith. You only brought one ball? One ball? You only brought one ball? That's what happens when you play hockey on the roof. One ball down the sewer, and you're screwed. I got a hockey game at 2. I'm not even supposed to be here today. And Ramona, not just 2 points. That's a 5-point game in the eyes of Sam Wu.
Make it 6.
But don't forget, this is only the first of 4. This is the first of 4 here. Let's enjoy the hell out of this one because, it was a dandy. It was a treat. But Devils got to keep the pedal to the metal and keep it going and playing this sound, structured game. Because when they play against teams that are not, well, you see the results. And you got a Jacob Markstrom back there now making 38 saves. Samu, did anyone on the Devils in the past 3 years make 38 saves in a game? I don't think so, actually. We'd have to go and look to see what the high save number is. I don't know if any Devils goaltender broke 30 in the past.
Maybe Corey Schneider.
Maybe Corey Schneider might be the last goalie to break 30 saves for the Devils before Markstrom got here. But hey, what a difference it can make. You remember last year when we were all talking about that, the goaltending. Wow. Jacob Markstrom does a lot back there. That defense does a lot. And it gives confidence to the offense, who are now completely bought in to Sheldon Keefe Richards' system. And look out. Look out, NHL. Because the Devils are coming. All right. This was fun. This was a good time. Always love it when the Devils beat the Rangers. Especially when they beat them in Madison Square Garden and it is dead silent in there and you can only hear Devils fans.
And misery.
And misery.
I enjoy the suffering.
My friend of misery.
I enjoy the suffering. So all those times where Ranger fans start to yap at you at your own building or yap at you on the street or yap, 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 you're like, all right, what goes around comes around. And you know what? The Rangers they may be in chaos soon.
I think they might end up with a coaching change pretty soon because that team just did not seem to be, I don't know, they did not seem to be responding to what Lavalette is throwing out there right now. So
yeah,
we'll see. Have fun. You know, that's their issue, not ours. We're on good ground right now, and we got great leadership with Fitzy and Sheldon Keefe Richards at the helm. Every Devils fan should be really happy. Sam Wu mentioned it the other day. Everyone was pissed when we lost out on Brunette. But in the long run, I think we got someone who's going to be a very long tenured coach here at the Devils, which I'm excited for. I'm very excited for.
Me too.
All right, let's wrap it up over here. Big win for the Devils over the Rags. And by the way, before we go anywhere, I just want to say this. I've seen some accusations thrown out there on the old X machine over there. Let me tell you, our guy Sam Wu here, he doesn't need burner accounts.
Nope.
If Sam Wu wants to troll someone, Sam Wu will troll them with his own name because Sam Wu has got the balls to be able to go out and do that because he don't care. So if you've seen some reports about Sam doing something to another podcast, they are very not true. And I don't know who's starting those things. But yeah, Sam will put his name on it, as he's done plenty of times in the past.
Look, if I'm going to troll somebody and say something really funny, I want to get credit for it, not like some burner account. Like if I'm going to troll a Ranger fan and blow him up, I want to get credit for it.
Yeah. But this wasn't even a Rangers fan. This was something in the Devil's sphere. But I just wanted to throw that out there. That wasn't Sam. Because Sam would just do it under his own name and say, it was me.
Or do it on the podcast.
Or do it on the podcast like we do all the time. Yeah. We're not, we don't care. We're not affiliated with, we're our own bosses. We don't have any of those affiliations here. That's why we can do those things like that.
Yep.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just wanted to throw that out there as some final words over here. Wrapping up this big victory for the Devils. What a Monday night. Love it.
Oh, I'm going to wake up tomorrow all happy. Little pep to the step. As you walk down the street with your head held up high because the Devils beat the Rangers. Not just beat the Rangers. They beat down the Rangers. The Rangers
embarrassed them.
They get
on
nothing.
Their home ice.
They lose. Good day, sir. It's a fine, happy Devils Monday into a happy Devils Tuesday. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you to all.
Rest in peace, Rangers.
Till next time, let's go Devils.